Today we are going to actually start working on our Google Slides stop motion video. So we do need to create a new project to do that. So you'll need to go into your Google Drive. And I like to do that by going to Google. I open a new fresh tab. I go up to my apps. I go into Drive. When I go into Drive, it'll ask for your username and password if you're not logged in, like I'm not. And you're into your Google Drive. So we do need to make a new one. So we go up to New. We go down to Slides because we need to make this in Slides. All right, so we've got a new untitled project. So we'll just go up and title it real quick. So we know we clicked at the top. We're going to put stop motion video. So go ahead and type in stop motion video on yours. After you type that in, I would delete your text boxes because you most likely will not need those, but you might depending on what you brainstormed last week. And then you're ready to start. So as long as your storyboard is complete from last week, you can start creating it. So if you remember, mine was a little guy walking down the path and I need to find my background. So we know how to find a background. We go up to the top. We choose what we want. Let me see. Pathway. The trees. So whatever you want your background to be. Here's mine. Here's a good pathway. And you go ahead and look through and find the one that feels right for your project. I would try to choose one that is horizontal, not vertical, because it'll fit better. So that means it's kind of wider than it is tall. So I'll select what I want. And now I've got a background. I need to choose my character for my project. So I'll go up to Image to search for one. So if I just want a stick figure or whatever you're doing, you could put in stick figure. One thing you want to put in with it is you want to put dot, so like a period, PNG. So if you put in dot PNG and then search, that's what you want to do. Because when I click on this character, there will be no background behind him. So let me quick find one with a background so you can see what I mean when I say that. So here's my character when I put in .png. When I don't, it gives me a character with a background behind it. So that doesn't fit as well into my video. So make sure you put in that .png so your character doesn't have a background behind it. So I want to start with my little guy kind of small, so you're just resizing. And I'm going to say, this is kind of where I want to start. I want to start with my guy right there. So I'm already done with my first page. So to go on to your next page, you're going to make a copy of this. So the easiest way to do that is just do the 2-finger click on this little image over here and push duplicate slide. So now I have 2 of the exact same. So I'm going to move this guy just a smidge. And I'm going to do it again. Duplicate slide. I'm going to move them again. I'm going to keep doing it, moving them just a little bit. That's too much. And I keep moving them and I keep duplicating. So you want to make sure you're not moving them too much. So you can practice going through it by just clicking on the first one and then using your side arrows. So I can go arrow, 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 arrow. And so far, it looks pretty good. I didn't move them on this one yet. So I go arrow, 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 arrow. All right, so my guy's walking forward. But he's not getting any bigger. Normally when people come towards you, they look like they're getting bigger. So I want to think about that too. So in like my third one, I might make him just a smidge bigger. And then make them just a smidge bigger. And I'm going to keep doing that so it looks like he's kind of coming towards you. So, next. Yeah, he's getting bigger as he comes. So I'm just going to keep going, moving him forward a little bit, and making him a smidge bigger. Duplicate my slide, move him forward, a smidge bigger. Okay, so I'll do this a little bit without you watching and then we'll catch back up in a second. Okay, so I added a couple more. So you can see I've just been going through, I can run through it. Make sure you're practicing it a lot because you don't want to get too far before you notice a mistake because they're not fun to fix. So he's walking up to near the front. But if you remember on my storyboard, I said I wanted a little like mushroom head. So if I want that, I need to go up to my image again. I can put in mushroom head maybe. I don't know. See what we can get to come up. .png. Remember that. Here is the one that I want. Click on what I want. Select it. Way too big. So I'm going to resize. We know how to do that. Grab a corner and drag. I think I want it about that size. Let me see. About like that. But I'm going to start mine kind of off the screen here. So there we go. So now I've got another character being added, so I'm going to duplicate with both of them. So duplicate my slide. And I'm going to start moving this one over a little and this one up. So it gets kind of tricky once you have more than one character. So I do that, I duplicate my slide, over, forward, a little bigger. And you just keep doing this, duplicating. Move it forward, and make sure it's looking okay. I'm going to run through it. You want to keep running through it. My arrows. So far it's looking good. I just need to keep my head going over and my character going up and bigger. So I'm going to keep working on this and I'll check it back in 1 sec. Okay, so I just spent some time getting mine to do what I want. So I can run through it real quick just by pushing my side arrows. My character comes forward, the head comes over to him, and they attach. So in my video, I need those two things to now be one thing. So to do that, I just can click and drag over top of them. Go up to Tools. Arrange, go up to Arrange and push Group. Now these are one item together. So if I move one, I move both. So if you need to group things together so that they're all one thing, then that is what you would want to do. Because I'm going to have my guy here, I'm going to duplicate again. I'm going to have him be excited here. Oops. All right, so let's see what that looks like. So he jumps up and down, but I want him to do that a few times. So one thing that's easy to do instead of doing it over and over, if you want the exact same thing again, so let's see, where does mine start? It starts on 42. So I can highlight, oops. There we go. I hold down my Shift button and I can highlight all of these. So I click on the top one of what I want to do again. And I held down Shift on my keyboard, and I click down to my last one. Then I do my 2-finger click, and I can copy these. Then I can paste them. Let's say I wanted to jump up and down a few times. I'm going to paste it again and again. So let's see how that turned out. Go to the very top and run through it. So now I have him jumping up and down a few times. So if you have a motion that repeats like that, you can remember again, just hold down where you need it, or click down where you need it, hold down shift, and then click on the other one. See how they're all highlighted on the side there? Then I can right click, or for you 2-finger click, copy, and then you would paste them at the bottom. If you're having trouble with that, just let your teacher know. She'll be able to help you. That is all that we are doing today. So I do not expect you to get yours done. You have more time, so you can be more creative, have more characters, have more things happen. Mine was just a fast example for you. So I hope that you take your time and make something awesome, because we are showing these off at Fine Arts Night to your parents. So take your time. You have more than just today to work on this, so keep that in mind.